Hello once again, I'm Andras.
My name is Theodor, hello.
And this is another episode of Optics Theory Debates. If you go on our website and check the field of either analog night vision devices, digital night vision devices, or thermal imaging devices, you click on the product and you scroll down to the table of specifications, you will find a term that's called range of detection. Now, we received some questions regarding this term, so we think that it's worth clarifying it. And I have some questions for Theodor, and we'll start with the first one, so the most obvious one. What is the range of detection?
Well, basically the range of detection means at what distance you're still able to see, to detect an object which you're observing. The main problem with this specification is that each manufacturer has its own method of measuring the range of detection, even though the most basic guideline would be the bigger the better. So the bigger the range of detection, the better the device is. However, it is true that each manufacturer, even for different classes of devices, is defining this range of detection a little bit differently. So from analog night vision to digital night vision to thermal imaging devices, they all measure the range of detection of their devices a little bit different, and they're all specifying this a little bit different, so there is a lot of confusion around this topic.
So basically, I've already said at the beginning of this video, but still I'm going to ask you once again, where exactly, with which devices do we find range of detection?
Well, yeah, with analog night vision, digital night vision, and all thermal imaging devices. Normally, each manufacturer defines range of detection differently for each category of devices. We didn't standardize this in our webpage, so we just quote the specification which is given by the manufacturer, and some of them use, like for analog devices, they use a deer size animal. So an average size animal, perhaps? I don't know, it's not average, it's quite big. With let's say with Pulsar and Yukon, they are defining the range of detection on a deer which is 1.75 meter high. So a big deer. And with an illuminator set to 75% of its power or something like that. They have a special, they have a complete specification how this range of detection is measured. But however, it goes from manufacturer to manufacturer. It's different. They deviate from this this standardization. And the same goes with digital night vision and normally with thermals. With thermals, we usually, the range of detection is much bigger on thermals. With analog night vision, I would say most, even the better, they stop at around 400 meters, 500 meters, because the illuminator is not strong enough to beam light further than, let's say, 400 or 500 meters. These go well beyond 1,000 meters, right? Well, yeah, with thermals, if I go still one step backwards, with digital night vision it's almost the same, because they're all limited with the power of their illuminator, the infrared illuminator. But with thermals, it's different. The thermals, they can have a range of detection of 2 kilometers without a problem. And that basically means that you see a deer size animal or a deer at 2 kilometers or 1.8 kilometers. It has to be a little bit bigger. And then some manufacturers even specify that you can detect, let's say, a fox on 800 meters, a wild boar on 1,300 meters, and let's say a big deer on 1,800 meters. So it all goes down to the manufacturer. We usually take the value which is specified. We try to find common ground between all the manufacturers. So if Torrey Pines defines the range of detection on wild boar, then we use this range of detection also with other manufacturers to enable comparison. Or in our case, in most cases, we use the top value, because it's usually measured on the biggest animal available. So let's say with Pulsar, we always use the range of detection of a deer, which is 1.7 meter high. With others, we also use the top value which they quote. I think that that would be all from my side. If we forgot something, perhaps, then you can either send us a comment down or send us an email.
you can either hit like or subscribe. We'd be really happy if you do
You
that.
know which comments will be the most common one?
Which one?
When we'll start to measure range of detection the same for all devices and putting those values into our tables, but I think we are still not close. It is, I would say, a dream that all devices from all manufacturers, from all categories, would go through the same test to gain a true value of range of detection for each device on the same set of test environment, in the same environment, so that you have exactly the same well, not exactly the same number, but you get the number which was measured in the same environment for each device.
This would clarify to the customers.
Yeah.
Probably it will be easy for everyone.
I hope this will happen in the future, because I think this will be really valuable, because now everybody can write, we have a 600 yards of range of detection,
But they don't
yes,
specify
and
what. Yes.
yeah. So this is, I think, so don't put this in comments, because we still didn't get there.
Other than that, we would like to thank you for watching, and we'll be really happy if we saw you on the next debates that we make. Thank you.
Thank you, bye.